Good morning, everybody. Excuse me, and welcome to this morning's thought for the day. Yet another glorious, glorious sunshine day. Beautiful. So glorious, in fact, at 7 o'clock this morning, my husband and I took our breakfast down to the other end of the garden where we get the morning sun and sat. That's probably the best temperature of the day. It was beautiful down there. In this heat, I've obviously been searching my wardrobe to try and find a pair of shorts that still fitted me. I'm sure many of us have suffered from this, what I've nicknamed the COVID bulge, to the bit round the middle. Anyway, searching through, couldn't find anything that actually was good. So I thought, oh, hang on a minute, pair of trousers there. Haven't worn them for a long time. Got them out, looked at the size. I thought, ooh, yeah, that size sounds all right. Took them up, brought them up here into my workroom, did a bit of measuring, got the overlocker out, got the big scissors out, and shoo, cut off their legs. Well, they wanted taking up anyway. I took them up a bit more than normal, and I now have a very comfortable pair of shorts, a pair that do not sit on my waist and do not cut in and bite. So I thought, ooh, bit of repurposing. That's it. So I've got the grey cells are starting to work at the moment. What else have I got in my wardrobe? I can go back and reuse, repurpose, sort of being not throwing things away that don't need to. I'm sure we've seen a lot of programs on television lately, haven't we? Gardening programs where they use pallet wood to make things with, and furniture that needs to be restored, and somebody loves it when something new has been done to it. Repurposing what we've got. But of course, it's not just things that can be repurposed. We, ourselves, can be repurposed. And it made me think of Nicodemus, that lovely story where Nicodemus seeks Jesus out at night after dark and goes and says, talks to him and says, but hang on a minute, how can I, a grown person, go back into my mother's womb and be reborn? Well, I can't, I'm fully grown, it can't happen. And of course, like many people, Nicodemus had missed the point of Jesus' teaching, because what Jesus was teaching was not about our physical birth. He was teaching about our spiritual birth, about that having Jesus, the Holy Spirit, God, all in our lives, sort of working within us all the time. And I sort of got this picture, that there's this image that a lot of people have a photograph of Jesus on the wall. Like me, I've got several crosses around. I've got one it's over that side. In the background, you can probably just see it. It's a healing cross. It was one that was made from Royal Britannia wood that had been removed with special permission from Whale Island. I've got another one above there, which is my Jerusalem cross. Another one on top of this wardrobe here that was given to me as a gift. And I've got one further around the corner with the Lord's Prayer written on it. But they're not worth anything unless I have Jesus inside me. And this is the difference, isn't it? We either have Jesus as an external. Oh yes, yes, Jesus is there. We have those. Some people have the images, don't they, of Jesus with the heart. It's once you say, Lord, come into me and repurpose my life. That is when we can start moving forward. We come across many, many hurdles in our lives. Some seem absolutely insurmountable. And then more so if Jesus is hanging on the wall in a lovely picture rather than being here inside our hearts. And it always reminds me of my last year at college. We got little cohorts and little groups, and that there was three of us in particular that used to hang around together. Actually, four of us. I was the only girl. Oh well, doesn't happen very often. But one of the chaps, he had a degenerative um, disease, and gradually he was losing his balance. and things were gradually closing down inside. And we kept on saying to him, come on, get yourself a walking stick, help with your balance. No, 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 I don't need it. No, 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 I don't need it. We said. So we invariably see three of us walking together along one of the long corridors with him in the middle. We'd be either side, sort of keeping him upright. And it wasn't until the very last service of our 3 years there when we were asked to take something, put it on the altar, and share why it's an offering back to God. And that weekend, he came in with a walking stick. Very nice one, very posh. He said, well, get yourself a swish one. And he laid that on the altar and turned around and said to us, I've been healed. He said, I'm not physically, the disease is not going to go away, but because I have accepted Jesus fully into my life, whatever now stands before me, I can cope, I can deal with. He has healed me spiritually. He's healed me deep inside. And I think a lot of us forget. I know when I had a breakdown many, many years ago myself, until I let go and said, I can't do this on my own, God. Come into me. And he did, and lifted me out of it. It is one of those things, I can't tell you what it is like to do it, because I only can go by my own experience of Jesus in my life at the time. And the same with our friend from college. He could only moment that. But, well, if you have a moment like that, share it with somebody that is perhaps having doubt. Help them to repurpose their life. Just as Nicodemus there was questioning this being reborn, not just born of the flesh, but born of the spirit. We have got this time now, and I think as devastating as this 18 months has been with COVID, it has given us opportunities where we can repurpose our lives, we can reshape, redirect, direct our energies, direct our experiences, but we can do it even better if we have Jesus in us and us in him, and we do it together. We can do all things with him in our lives. I also want to say a big thank you. I want to say a big thank you to all those people that were out in Morrison's yesterday afternoon that were all still wearing their masks. Thank you. If you were there, that was fantastic. I'm sure there were others the rest of the day that were doing it. People are listening. Let's carry on listening. Let's carry on repurposing. Otherwise, we've got a glorious day out there to go and enjoy. So I'm not here next week. We're very bravely taking our 3 grandchildren away in the caravan for a week. So I would ask, would you pray for good weather, please? Because having 3 little ones trapped in a tin box will be fun, if nothing else. So anyway, take care. Repurpose it. Reuse it. Keep Christ in it. God bless you all. Take care. See you soon. Excellent.